Hello Scorpio, Scorpio rising, and Scorpio moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting... Hello Scorpio, Scorpio rising, and Scorpio moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting June 19th, 2017. And, of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always go to my website, integrativemysticism.com, and don't forget, the pre-order sale is still going on for the Tarot Home Study course. I'll be debuting on the 1st of July. Over 3 hours of video content, plus supplemental documents taken directly from a book that I'm writing, all about the tarot, and how you can learn to read tarot at your own pace, on your own time. And again, if you want to save money, you can pre-order it now at my website, remember, integrativemysticism.com. So what is going on with your astrology this week? This week's very interesting in a lot of ways, because we've got bad feelings coming from good things, and then we've got really good things. It's very interesting. It's a nice test of, of the evolved human. On Tuesday, we've got the Sun and Mercury currently working over and improving your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, and intimacy, really revving things up, really giving you a lot more power there, forming an interesting square to Chiron, currently in your 5th house of love and romance, and your relationships with your children. And interestingly enough, a big breakthrough that could really heal a relationship, make a relationship, or patch up a relationship in this area, could actually present itself. But it seems like this may be something we're not ready to do for whatever reason. Remember, Chiron is sort of our baggage, it's the leftover issues. People try and water it down and call it the wounded healer. I'll just call it what it is. It's the stuff that we're not done with. And usually when it comes to this, it could be a new relationship opportunity, somebody giving us our money back, or possibly even a way to patch things up with a child, but we're not ready to have the situation be over, or we're not ready to move on to a good thing, or we're not ready for a happy new beginning. That is interesting. Why is this happening? If it's something that we can't get over, or something we don't want to be over, that may be something that needs exploring, but it's a good circumstance nonetheless. Later on in the week, we've got the Sun and a new moon moving into your 9th house of travel, higher education, broadcasting, as well as academia. And this is going to be very, very wonderful and broad-reaching energy for a lot of you Scorpio people, especially those of you who are looking to travel, expand your horizons throughout the duration of June and going into July. If you have any kind of ad campaigns or anything that you're trying to promote or grow, you're going to be noticing a greater reach. If you have an audience, if you have a readership for a blog or a vlog or a publication, you're going to be noticing that you're attracting more customers, or at least more of that viewership and that audienceship during this time. It's time to expand. It's time to actually grow that and make that outreach possible, because you're noticing, again, you are getting to corners of the world that you didn't think you could. So what's going on with your cards this week? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Blood Month. And interesting, when it comes to the Blood Month, it's important to pay attention to where decisions and commitments that we make this week cannot be taken back. Alright, when we talk about the Blood Month, it talks about things being kind of taken very seriously, like a blood vow. Everything is getting, everything's focusing so much on, on not necessarily permanence, but it's like a promise or an oath you just can't break. You have to keep it. And this week with the Blood Month, it's important to pay attention to where, if you are doing that, be careful not to do or say things that you just mean idly, alright, because that will be taken as a blood vow. Now, the good news is, from this card, is that promises people make to you, or commitments that you expect people to make to you, or things that are arranged, will be kept going forward and made good on going forward. But nobody has any business faking that stuff this week. Not with that card. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we've got the Page of Pentacles reversed. And interesting enough, the Page of Pentacles reversed is kind of a warning to a lot of you Scorpio people. Be careful about a situation that's coming up where you're expected to take a bit of a cut for whatever reason. Whether it's a pay cut, or maybe to delay payments, or delay some kind of payout to yourself. This may be something that's going on in a collaboration with a work partner. Somebody may be asking if you would be okay with that, and the Page of Pentacles says the answer is no, because we can still get paid now. They may not necessarily be saying that, though. You know how people have a tendency to negotiate, but this is why, you know, I don't negotiate that way. You know, you just got to be able to see through everybody. Don't let them sit comfortable in that. The Page of Pentacles reverse can also indicate a situation where there is an opportunity for, you know, for money to be made, but there's an expectation to put too much money down this week, or to take too much time away from something else that already pays fairly well. And the Page of Pentacles reverse is saying, whatever this reduction is, it's not necessarily worth it. Keep your options open and keep looking for something else. Don't commit on blind faith. And if somebody's asking you to take a delay in your payments or payouts that are meant to come to you, you can actually demand they get paid on time, because they do have those resources. Don't let them trick you. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we do have the King of Swords upright. Loopholes, loopholes, loopholes getting exploited this week, but all in your favor. The King of Swords does indicate an expert, a friend who you definitely consider to be an expert or very learned in a subject that you are needing some kind of help on, is going to find some kind of loophole to exploit, whether it's to get yourself ahead or get a monkey off your back. The King of Swords upright can also indicate, again, some kind of agreement or promise being made, almost as though it were, again, that blood vow that we saw with the blood month. But the King of Swords is also talking about this binding contract being much more favorable to you, you know, you winning on that deal, so to speak, throughout this, you know, this arrangement. I don't think this has anything to do with this Page of Pentacles reverse, because it looks like this is a deal that is hooked up between you and a friend or you and a relative, but not somebody, you know, beyond that. The King of Swords upright may also show up as somebody who is looking to actually champion you by bringing a new opportunity to the surface that requires a bit of that, you know, their technical know-how. They may even step aside, you know, step in front of you, do the talking for you, and believe me, you may want to let them, because it looks like they know what they're doing. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Justice card, reversed. Okay. Justice card reverse can often indicate a situation where a lot of you Scorpio people need to pay attention to when fair is fair, even when it may go against a personal or cognitive bias. Alright? Because the Justice card reverse can indicate a situation where you may be told that you are supposed to do something for somebody, or there's something going on that, you know, that needs to be avenged, but the truth of the matter is, taking action in this situation or turning it around, again, is not actually fair. You may feel, oh my god, I don't want to let my lover or my friend or whoever hang out to dry, but the situation here is you don't want to actually compromise your morals, ethics, and values, whatever those are, for the sake of, you know, of a cognitive or bias, you know, or personal bias in a situation. We all want to support people, and we all have people that we support and love that do profoundly stupid things. But what we need to pay attention to with the Justice card reversed is, you know, if it's hurting other people, you know, to try and help our friend or whoever save face, you know, we can support them another way without encouraging them to do wrong. And, you know, it's going to feel weird. Maybe it won't. I mean, you Scorpios are pretty shrewd. But it's going to feel like that person will not get it in the beginning. Some people don't see their own ish right away. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Star card upright. And the Star card is kind of interesting here because the Star is talking about some kind of hope or wish being fulfilled by a lover this week, and or maybe even by a crush, something that we've been kind of hoping for having a bit of a payoff. You know, maybe there's somebody we were hoping would like us, somebody would come and approach us. If we've been waiting for an opportunity to even just sort of break the ice and have that conversation, it looks like the scene is set with the Star. The Star, however, does also talk about a situation where, again, when we talk about a scene being set, you know, the opportunity is there. It's time to make sure that we participate in that situation, whatever it is. Even if it may seem like it's a little out of the right time, it's a little out of sync with what we've got going on, if you've been hoping that for an opportunity to get to know your crush better, you know, maybe ask them out on a date or have them talk about hanging out with you more one-on-one, Now it's time to make room for that and not procrastinate it. And the same thing can go when your partner is finally doing something, or the two of you are finally able to do something that you have been sort of just wishing, waiting, and hoping for. It may come sooner than you feel like you can make room for, but it's coming now, so you need to. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.